Morning light poured through the floor-to-ceiling glass of my corner office as I scanned the day's final interview schedule. At the top, highlighted by my assistant, sat a name that tightened my grip on the tablet. Claire Ellison, my sister. The same Claire who, 3 hours earlier in our parents' kitchen, had fired one last volley at my reputation and called it mercy. I'm Mara Ellison, 31, the alleged family letdown. I left business school, I rented a modest apartment, I spent suspiciously long hours in cafes with a laptop. That was the version Claire preferred. What she didn't know, those cafes were war rooms, and the apartment sits in a building I own. The Silly Ventures became Nova Axis, a predictive marketing company valued in the billions. I am its founder and CEO. A text buzzed from Julian, my COO. Ellison interview moved to Conference A. Full panel ready. Buckle up. He's one of the few who knows the story. I opened Claire's resume. Wharton MBA, 3 years at Harker & Bly, 2 at a boutique brand firm, smart, polished. Also the sister who spent 5 years telling everyone she wasn't like me. I replayed the kitchen scene. I'd dropped off Dad's birthday gift. Claire, in her interview suit, asked if I was still managing that coffee shop. I said nothing. She asked me to keep my unserious life far from successful people. I nodded and left. Now, Conference A, glass walls, a marble table, dashboards pulsing with campaigns. Julian, Tamsin from marketing, and Kenji from partnerships waited. At 2 sharp, my assistant Priya opened the door. Heels clicked. Claire entered, radiant, rehearsed, until I turned. Hello, Claire, I said. Welcome to Nova Axis. I'm Mara, the chief executive. Claire's composure cracked. Then training returned. She greeted the panel, Julian, Tamsin, Kenji, while avoiding me. We began. She walked through wins. A Patterson Motors rebrand, a health tech launch that doubled trials. Polished quick. When she finished, I cued the wall display. Our Thomson Electronics dashboard pulsed. Cohorts, lift curves, conversion deltas. At Nova Axis, I said, we don't sell campaigns, we predict behavior. The numbers climbed, engagement high 80s, conversions above 40. Claire's eyes widened. That's astonishing. Typical here, Julian said. Our models adapt in session. I leaned in. Can you think past frameworks, past case study playbooks? She weighed it. With access, yes, I can learn. From whom? I asked. A beat. From you. I called a recess and sent her to the awards wall. The door shut. Tamsin exhaled. She's your sister. My sister, I said, and talented. I opened our diligence. Clean methods, disciplined execution, strong results. But she hasn't questioned a premise in years, Kenji frowned. You can't hire a family rivalry. I'm not hiring a rivalry. I watched the skyline. I'm hiring potential and accountability. Julian's look asked the harder question. I answered. Dad's treatments, I paid, Mom's car, me, Phoenix Academy tuition, her son, anonymous. Silence settled, heavy. Plan? Julian asked. Offer special assistant to the CEO, strategic initiatives, cross-team execution, reports to me, real work, steep learning, no shortcuts. Compensation is competitive, salary uplift, equity, and a timeline for review at 6 months. Contingent on candor and performance. No favors, no shields, only results. Measured quarterly. Claire returned steadier. Curiosity lit. I slid a folder across. Not the role you applied for, I said, but the one that will change you. Claire read the offer, eyes flicking from salary to equity to quarterly reviews. Color rose in her cheeks, pride at war with hunger. This is generous, she said. We pay for excellence, I replied. Here, excellence means unlearning and admitting when you're wrong. She closed the folder. When would I start? Monday, if you accept. Her handshake was steady. I accept. 6 months later, she stood at the marble table presenting Q3 results. Contextual signals are the lever, she said, crisp. Time of day, purchase recency, weather. Dynamic messaging can lift engagement 15 to 20%. Questions probed. She answered cleanly. Strong work, Tamsin said when the room cleared. Claire lingered, stacking printouts. I shut my laptop. Where'd you learn that pivot? A wry smile. From a CEO who dismantles lazy assumptions. We walked to the elevator, footsteps in sync. In the steel doors, sisters regarded sisters. Mara, she said softly, about Dad's treatments. Mom's car, Tommy's tuition, I've seen the records. You don't owe me thanks. I owe you honesty. I spent years mistaking image for impact. I'm sorry. Apology accepted, I said. One condition. I paused at my floor. At Nova, candor is culture. Keep giving it, even to me. She nodded, especially to you. At the platform launch, cameras flashed while Claire demoed beside me as co-developer. Afterward, our parents toured the buzzing floors, wonder softening their faces. This is really yours, Dad murmured. Ours, I said. Claire works with me. Back in Conference A, city lights fanning the glass, my sister raised a paper cup. To seeing clearly. I tapped mine to hers. To measuring what matters, and changing together. Family recalibrated at last.